My name is Elaine, and I did the SIT Panama program last fall, and I had an incredible time. There are so many aspects to this program that make it unique from a normal study abroad experience. I would say that instead of home university to just another university abroad, the really unique thing about SIT programs is that they're all which means that you're going to be spending a lot of time traveling and learning about the country that you're in. Because especially for a biology student and especially for this program, being able to see and study and actually work inside the ecosystems that you've heard so much about in your biology classes and you're going to hear about from local scientists is really a unique experience, and more time actually interacting with the ecosystems, which taught me a lot about tropical biodiversity in a way that I don't think you can get in a traditional classroom setting. I think SIT really is an immersive experience. They have, biological academic components, but they also have this that they really emphasize through staying in with homestay families, local Panamanian families that really help you understand what the local community is like that you're living in, and understanding the very unique problems that each of these communities face in terms of conservation, in relation to social and political issues. And that was also a really great takeaway from the program. And I think cultural awareness that I wouldn't otherwise have in the United States, and really helps me empathize with people and open my mind about what it's like to live in a completely different part of the world. Another really great thing is that because you are traveling with your group during the entire stay of your program, you become really, really close with your group. And so I think having that great support network as you're exploring a new place, a new country, a new culture is really incredible. And having that support system really helped me at least get out of my comfort zone because I knew that there was a big net to fall back to. Another really, I think, important part of SIT is the ability to do an independent study project or an ISP. I think once you start to get used to the country that you're in, kind of know what to expect, the autonomy and the independence that you get when you develop, design, and execute an independent study project is really, and it prepares you for a lot of different things that you might be doing in the future. For me personally, I am interested in going to graduate school for biology, and so the process of coming up with an idea, coming up with all of the logistics to actually execute it, and then executing it, of course, and then doing all the data analysis and writing up the final report is something that is a really invaluable experience and gives you a lot of independence that I don't think you get the opportunity to in college a lot of the times, or at least I wasn't able to. And so really just being on my own and doing a science project for a month was, and writing it up into this final product, I think is a great thing to present back to your home institutions. It's great to have on your resume, and it also pushes your limits and really tests you as a researcher. So I really enjoyed the ISP component. I did a marine biology project, which was challenges, but now that I'm on the other side of that, I love telling, people all the time about all the trial, like all the budgeting things and like figuring out how much to spend on equipment, on boat, on food, on lodging. All of that is really, really experience and really helps develop your independence. And so I really liked that part of I was able to network with people at the Smithsonian Tropical Research Institute, and so I got funding from my university to actually go back to Panama to do a marine biology project with a PI at the Smithsonian, which that experience and this opportunity would have never happened had I not gone to Panama, learned about the local marine ecosystems, and then used that for future applications. And you don't have to go back to your host country, but even for things like the Fulbright, like larger traveling scholarships, they're looking for students who have both the cultural and academic competency to execute a research project. And so I think if you're interested in in those kinds of larger opportunities after graduation, studying abroad with SIT is like the perfect beginning or introduction to that to prepare you for what traveling and researching abroad might look like. I think the ability to travel with people who are interested in the same things you are and exploring a new place and engaging with it academically and critically thinking about all the places that you are going to is maybe the most rewarding part. It definitely doesn't feel like a vacation in that aspect because you're really immersing yourself and engaging with a whole new country. And I think that's rewarding and probably my favorite part. Allie! Okay, I love Allie. She's very nurturing and understanding, and she ultimately became all of our best friends. Like, we always looked forward to seeing her and traveling with her, always giving us enough context for the places that we were visiting, but not enough. Like, sometimes we didn't feel like it was enough, but that was very intentional. It was so that we could gauge these places for ourselves and develop our own opinions. And you can tell that she puts a lot of heart into what she does, and she really loves it. She loves working with students and getting to know them